My man, Chris, what's going on, baby?
What up, Jay?
Giving back hardcore
Yes, sir.
to prisoners, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a new company, Sendapackage.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name Sendapackage?
So my little brother went to prison in 2008, and he needed me to send him a package. I had no idea what he could get, what colors, what's approved. So he gave me a list on the phone of things to get. The next day I went shopping, different stores. I took the whole day off of work and I went shopping. Got that shit all back to my house. I didn't have a box, tape, bubble wrap, anything that it takes to send that to mail that package out. I didn't have that stuff. So I had to go back out, get a box, tape, all that. Get all that to my house. I wrapped the box up. I got to carry this 35-pound box to the post office. And in 2008, I was standing online at the post office. I was like, yo, in 2008, there's got to be a better way to do what the fuck I just did than the way I just did it. So the package was born.
Okay, and so like, what is the process of you like getting this business together? Like, what do you have to do? Who do you got to talk to?
Right.
What's the first step?
The first step is to see what's approved. So right now we're in New York's Inmate Superstore. We just finished our 2-year anniversary, June 1st. So our next step is we raised the first round of funding about 2.5 years ago to do New York, and now we're gonna look to raise the second round of funding to take this national.
Okay.
Along with it being difficult, and I know that my customers don't have the luxury of taking off a day of work, but besides it being a pain in the ass, nobody knows what's approved. Right? I was an inmate before, not in the state, in the feds, and I didn't know what was approved. Even some of the stuff that I sent my brother, he told me, like for instance, salami. He goes, order me salami, sliced salami, it has to be hermetically sealed. I went to the store, I bought sliced salami, hermetically sealed, but it had wine in the ingredients. They threw it in the garbage. So
what does hermetically sealed?
Like where it's sealed so much that you can't open it and reseal it again. So it's like by the factory.
Okay, so you'd actually probably need like a knife or something to open this.
Yeah, you would need a knife or a scissor or something, and it can't be resealed. So when he called me after he received his package, and he's like, oh, they threw this out, I was like, damn, not only was it a pain in the ass and I had to take off a day of work and get this done and then I send it and some of the stuff gets thrown in the garbage. I was like, there's just got to be a better way, and I researched it and there wasn't a better way. So I created it. January 2009 we got incorporated, and I spent the whole year of 2009 just building the company, building the catalog, building the relationships with the vendors, the calendar, all kinds of promotional items, the website, our video blog. Then I spent the whole year of 2010 pitching people to raise the money. It took me a whole year to get somebody to write the check after the work was done already, to believe in it and actually write the check. So we got the money in December, right before Christmas 2009, and in 2010, and we were in business the first day, June 1st, 2011.
Wow. And so, like, how was it to raise $2 million, man?
I raised 1.5, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I didn't expect it to be as difficult as it was. It was very difficult. The people that understood,
you're trying to raise this money to, start this business, but it's people just trying to make $1.5 million just in their regular fucking life.
Their life, right? In the 20 years.
Yeah. And you did it in
12 months.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me exactly
the secret?
What I gotta tell somebody in order to get this. What does my cause have to be?
You need to do the work first. Like, in my life, I've seen so many people pitch ideas. Everybody has an idea, right? So it's very hard to get somebody to write you a check for 1.5 million on an idea, like on a piece of paper. This is my idea on a piece of paper, on a one sheet. Nah, I bought them the catalog. These are my pricing. These are my vendors. This is where I'm buying this stuff from. And here's the website. It's sendapackage.com. Our telephone number is 212 package. So I think that it was important for me to do the work. Take 2009, the year of 2009, to do the work before I started pitching.
Okay.
I might never have raised the money had I not done the work first.
Okay. And now, as far as the
another problem I was having was the people that understood that this is a good idea. I didn't want their money. And the people I wanted their money, they didn't understand this was a good idea. Like, you know, regular people that don't send packages or don't know people in jail, a lot of them didn't get it. You know, a lot of them didn't get it, didn't want any of that money. They just didn't see the vision.
Any of that money? What's
I got that
money?
so much. I got people telling me, like, as if inmates are here and they're like on a different level in life. You know, they didn't want to make money off of inmates. And my customer is really not the inmate. My customer is their family. We're trying to make, our goal is to make it easy for the family while they're out here. You know, most of our customers are mothers, wives, girlfriends. They're just trying to hold it out, you know, hold it down out here together without their other half, because the other half is in prison. You know, so they're trying to hold down a job and just hold down life, period. They don't have the luxury of taking off or doing the homework to figure out what the Department of Corrections deems appropriate to send. Like, you know, just because tuna fish is approved doesn't mean you can send any can of tuna fish. Things have to be the right ounces, sizes, so it's very difficult for somebody. You almost need a degree to know what you could send to an inmate.
Okay, now let me ask you this, man. Do you think that, you know, a lot of the times that, you know, people don't, like prisoners don't be getting packages and stuff because people just give up, like, you know, this is just too difficult. The hell with it.
I think most people do that, and I think most people, they would love to send something. They just don't know.
It's too much rigmarole.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the Department of Corrections does that on purpose. You know, I think this is one of their ways to make your time difficult, is like, give them 157 directives on what kind of salami they could have. You know what I mean? Like, the directives probably are about, you know, about 20 pages long. You know, so you could get a watch, but the face of the watch has to be 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, and if it's 1 3/4 inches, they don't let it in. Shoes have to be under $50. Can't have no blue in anything because the cops wear blue. Even though we've been in business for 2 years, recently in the last 5 months, we just did a deal with Universal Records, so we brought sets back to the inmates. In our first year in business, we've had so many people writing letters. We get letters every single day, and most of those letters had a part in it saying, we need music. We need music. They only allow us to get music on cassettes. If you could figure out a way how to get the music on cassettes, this would be a big seller. And I knew it would be a big seller, but I just wasn't sure exactly how I was going to go about getting it done. And I made a meeting with Sean Peckus from Universal. He got it in the first meeting. He got it. One of the things that he expressed in our first meeting, as soon as I explained to him what Sendapackage was, he's like, man, we've been looking for you. For more than 10 years, we've been looking for you or somebody like you. We've been looking for an outlet or a way to get distribution inside inside the America's prison system. And I met with them in about September. I did the deal with them. I signed the deal with them in November. We got our first order of cassettes in January, so we've been selling for about 5 months now.
Okay, and so why is it important to have music inside of the prisons?
It's important to have music outside here. It's important to me and you. You can imagine how important it is to the inmates. It's important just to get through their day, you know, whatever kind of mood they're in. If they're in, you know, they might be arguing with their wife and they might want to hear a little DeBarge, you know, or Stephanie Mills. We sell that too. You know, they might be Friday night, they might want to listen to Jay-Z or Nas. So just to get them through their, through whatever they're going through in that day.
Word. And so how did you know, like, yo, you know, where does a request come from for music? And how difficult is it to get music inside of the place? Because this isn't a regular tape right here.
Right, that's another thing, is that it has directives and rules and regulations. Just can't be any cassette. It has to be a screwless cassette. So our tapes are made from Universal without screws, specifically for the inmate.
I mean, this is like one of the latest things that Nas has done right here.
Exactly. So we don't only.
I can't buy this.
No.
I can't buy this right here.
You could go on Sendapackage.com and you can buy it.
Okay.
And you personally can have that one. But I have like Jay-Z and Kanye West to Watch the Throne. I have the new Nas album, so it's not only that it's their old catalog.
Right.
I can pick from new stuff too. So the charity is called In Arms Reach. It's Parents Behind Bars, Children in Crisis. It's for kids from Harlem that have at least one parent in prison.
Just in Harlem?
It's a Harlem-based charity.
I got you. Okay,
Exactly.
I got you.
And they've been around for 13 years. They have a very impressive board. Russell Simmons is on the board. David Dinkins is on the board. Ben Chavez is on the board. Carl Banks from the Giants is on the board. And they have a lot of judges, doctors, lawyers that are on the board and been helping these kids for 13 years. So
what inspired you to do this? This is something that you started yourself too?
So In Arms Reach has been around before me. Before Sendapackage was an idea, I used to donate my marketing company services. I own a marketing company, so I used to, just as a inmate coming home, it seemed like something, a good fit, and I would want to give back to them. So I met up with Terrence, the founder, and I designed their website, their logo, all their business stationery, brochures. I've done photo shoots, video editing for them for probably the past 5 years. And then when Sendapackage was an idea, In Arms Reach was a natural fit.
Okay, now how many prisons out there is Sendapackage catering to right now? What's the reach?
So right now there's 72,000 inmates in New York State, and we're only selling to about 2,000 of them. So there's still a lot of inmates that are just learning about Sendapackage.
Wow.